Welcome everyone to a demonstration for the first world boss encounter in the Riverlands area, one of the 4 starter areas in Ashes of Creation. This encounter has been designed to provide an introductory raiding experience and is aimed at 16 to 32 players of levels 21 through 39. The size of the raid required to defeat this boss will depend on player levels and their gear quality. The raid boss is called Tumok the Wretched, hailing from the land of Sujoma, a landmass in the northwest of Vera and the ancestral home of the Cyclops. When the Ancients, which are the bad guys, invaded Vera a long time ago, this guy decided to align himself with them along with some of his followers. This didn't work out so well, as he is the only remaining survivor of that group and he's been exiled from his kin. So, what can we expect from this fight? Well, the development team has provided us with plenty of information, but not all of it, as the intention is to not spoil everything for future players. This raid boss is equipped with a pretty big number of abilities, such as roars, stomp frenzies, totemless charges, calling of dire spirits, etc. Now, this boss will not be static, and instead will roam around the woods. Players will be able to identify it sometimes by the sounds of the trees collapsing in the distance. Take a look for yourself.
And I like how he kind of walks through the trees, triggering their destruction. Oh, that's so cool that he interacts with the environment like that.
And by the way, this boss has a negative impact on the resources in the area, especially if there are lots of players around that want to farm wood. So this is an early example on how world bosses will cause destruction in their respective zones. On the way to the boss, we also get to see some spiders acting weird.
Yeah, so there are some giant spiders over here, and one thing that we'd like to demonstrate today is that, not every enemy in Vera is going to just behave like they're simple, aggro immediately and beeline for you. The giant spider might not necessarily want to engage these scary looking adventurers, so he's going to stand off and hope that you back away. And
that is so creepy.
Oh, and by the way, Steven's character is said to be invulnerable in order to not waste any time and present everything from a close-up perspective. But back to our boss roaming around, it seems there are a few reasons for that.
We want to make sure that there's something of interest. In Vera, no matter where you go, no matter where you look, no matter what path you go down, that there's always a chance you're going to see something you didn't expect or you didn't see before.
Now let's talk mechanics and overall strategy for taking down this world boss. The holy trinity of tanks, DPS and healers will be pretty much required here. Every role will have to be on their toes and perform their duties in order to not get the party wiped. For example, there will be ads for the off-tanks to peel off, crowd control that's gonna be needed on those ads, priority targets that need to be killed as they pop off, unavoidable damage that the healers will need to deal with, and many other things. Also, here are a few seconds from the encounter with the original audio, so you can appreciate the fight a bit more.
Oh, well done! Uh-oh. Oh
He's gonna
my
Hulk it up now.
God! Why is he so mad?
He does not like when you break his weapon.
What the heck?
I mean, who would?
Jason, where'd you get the idea for that?
As an example for those jobs I talked about earlier, we can see that the boss has put down his weapon and now it will spawn some healing caps. These are going to be a priority objective for DPSs, as they need to be taken down before they grow to full size. If they do, the boss will stomp them, and he will get healed for a huge percentage of his health. The cool thing is that if you destroy one of the mushrooms, or if the boss stomps one, any players that are close will get healed as well. When there are no healing caps, the priority will be the totem weapon itself, because that's the thing that keeps spawning them. If you do manage to take it down, the boss will get enraged and enter phase 2 of the fight. So if in the first phase the Cyclops was more durable with his healing abilities, in the second phase he loses all of that. And as a result, he can be taken down faster, but the downside is that he also deals a lot more damage. So the healers will need to be very careful. As a side note, this is a pretty smart design, since it means lower leveled or lower geared players can try to prolong the first phase and slowly chip away at his health. You would do this in order to have a big portion of the fight be slow, steady and safe, without risking getting nuked in the second phase. Now let's talk respawn timers, and not only for this world boss. As a general philosophy, respawns will be variable. Steven states that they do not want to have set specific times in which respawns will occur, because then players will just camp and farm everything easily. So long story short, there will be variable location respawns, as well as variable time respawns for different world bosses. Alright, now let's show off some other things that are going to be in the game, besides giant world bosses. The team has been hard at work and created some new character art for things that you can expect to meet during your playtime. Like these fish, which are gatherable resources obtained with the fishing profession, or these piglets, which will be a cool addition related to freeholds and professions like farming, or these tidebreaker mounts, the Riverlands biome variant. We also have the Hydra Swan cosmetic pet. Pets are usually small creatures available in-game from level 1, and they can be either a cosmetic pet, a combat pet, or a summoned pet by the summoner class. There's also a snake boa, which is a type of enemy monster. And we also got the 7th Lancer, a costume cosmetic skin and also an NPC in the Kalar military. We also have a diadem ornament, the Arcane Garbs armor, Asmongold, the Gloomroot cap, the Jade Sigil, and a mercenary set of armor for mercenary NPCs, obviously. Oh, and as the name suggests, mercenary NPCs can be hired to participate in objective-based situations. There's also a nice plate set, and the Trawler's Guise set, and the Iceheart Corsage. And that will be everything for today. Thanks for watching. Don't subscribe if you did not enjoy the video, but nevertheless, I hope you have a wonderful day.